Hi everyone, Shahin over here from xGrowth. Today we're here at Cognativ's office and talking to Ben Jarris, who is the creative director and co-founder of Cognativ, one of our partners at xGrowth. Ben, thanks all for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Shahin.
Absolute pleasure. So Ben, can you maybe tell us a little bit about Cognativ and what you guys do?
Absolutely. So we're primarily an app development company, but we specialize in UX optimization. So clients come to us with apps or websites. They need to get their conversion rates up. Maybe they've got say 100 people hit the website and only 2 or 3 are getting through at the other end or converting or buying something, and we work to kind of increase that rate. So through UX optimization and flow optimization and all sorts of cool things.
Awesome. And we've been working together for a while as an xGrowth and Cognativ. And how do you find that? How is it going?
It's been great. I mean, your team's fantastic. We've worked very closely with one of you guys on a few projects so far. We've recommended you directly to our clients, so that's obviously had enough trust in you guys to do that. And yeah, I found that we're kind of a good fit, the two of our agencies. Like the bits and pieces we do really well are like the design and the coding and the build, and the piece that you guys do really well is like that marketing execution and all the cool things that you guys do. Yeah, but they fit together really nicely.
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure working with you, and it's really awesome to be able to bring value to your clients as well while we're working with them, and that process is pretty seamless. But maybe one of the questions that I have is, can you tell us about like what does the process look like? Like, when you have a client who might turn to you and say, we're trying to market this, how would we do marketing for this, right? And you might go and say, xGrowth is a potential option to look at. What does that process look like from that point until they become our client, like from your perspective?
Usually it's usually discussed at the very start, so usually during the scoping session or the strategy session. A couple of times we've even had you guys involved in those sessions, which has been great. I think it's fine to build a system or a new app or a new platform, but it's really only half the process. So it's really important that we get our own clients thinking about marketing and launch and everything at that really early stage, because usually that can form an important piece of their budget as well. And I think the value that your team's brought ours is that when as the whole way through the process, they're thinking more about the users, they're thinking more about how things are going to actually execute and where they're going to execute it, and that affects a lot of the design and the features and things that we end up adding in, which makes a really big difference.
Gotcha. And at the beginning, was quality like a concern of yours? Because obviously these are clients that you value very dearly. You have a very close relationship with them, and they trust you. And there's always that issue that, hey, if I recommend this other entity, whatever it is, are they going to do a good job? And therefore, is that going to reflect on, if they don't, is that going to reflect on me, right? So was that a concern at the beginning when you maybe the first time when you hadn't recommended xGrowth to anyone? Was that a concern at start?
Obviously, it's a concern. Like, we've worked with a lot of similar agencies, but I think where we decided the reason we went with xGrowth is because you're not just a traditional marketing agency. You're more about that kind of growth hacking side and all about digital media and a bit more of a smarter approach to it. And I think that's really what the majority of our clients need. They're launching digital platforms that are going to go out to really unique and specific audiences. And yeah, in the end, I think that's why you guys were such a good fit for us, especially for the recent projects that we've done with you guys. Also, it was a lot easier because we've seen some of the case studies that you guys have already done. We were recommended by one of our own clients to work with you guys, and that goes a long way to building trust early on.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And look, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you. If somebody's looking at this video, right, and the question in their mind is, hey, should we partner with xGrowth, or should we recommend our clients to xGrowth, and they have that hesitation of, look, I'm not so sure. What would you say to them?
I think it depends on the type of campaign that you want to run. You know, some clients want to go and spend, you know, maybe $10 million on TV and billboards and all that kind of stuff. And other clients, you know, focus their marketing spend a little bit more intelligently on things that can actually be proven to work. So what I've seen you guys really do is that you know, you'll take whatever the budget is, whether it's huge or whether it's small, and you'll figure out what works and what doesn't work, and then you'll double down on things that do work. And I've seen that be really effective with a lot of our previous clients that you've worked to see. Yeah, that's why we're really confident to use you guys, and that's why, particularly with our future app launches, you know, we'd be crazy not to have you guys involved, because it's one thing to build an app and make it amazing, but if we can't get anybody to get there, it doesn't matter how good the conversion rate is. So that's why you're a really important piece.
Oh, that's awesome. And it's again, as I said, it's an absolute pleasure working both with yourself and the clients. And thank you very much for this.
Hey, no worries at all. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. And thank you for joining us for this video. And that's a wrap for this one. We'll see you around.